basic geometrical ideas are the point, curves, rays, line segment, then angles, quadrilaterals and polygon. Right? In this lesson, we are going to understand the elementary shapes. Fifth lesson is understanding elementary shapes. Yes, all the shapes we see around us formed using curves and lines. Right? We can see corners, edges, planes, open curves and closed curves. We recognize them into triangles, angles, then line segment, then circles, polygons and quadrilaterals, right? And we find that they have different sizes and measures, right? Yes. In this class we are going to learn about the measuring line segments. So in this measuring line segments we measure the two line segments by different three methods, right? Then second one, angles. So in the previous class you have learned how the angle is formed, right? So here we will learn types of angles and also we will measure the angles using one of the geometrical tool, that is the protractor, and the perpendicular lines. So in the previous class we have learned the intersecting lines and the parallel lines. So here we will learn the perpendicular lines, right? Then classification of triangles. Here triangles are classified on the basis of the sides and the angles, right? Then quadrilateral. So here we will learn the types of the quadrilaterals or square, rectangle, trapezium and rhombus. Okay. Then here the next one is polygon. So we have learned only the simple polygon. That is, the polygon is made up of the line segments and it is a closed curve. So here we will learn polygons made up of many line segments, right? Then last one, it is very important, 3D shapes. So what is mean by the 3D shapes? So 3D shapes means it is a three-dimensional shape. So three-dimensional means the shapes having the length, breadth and height. Then the shapes are called as a 3D shape. Then what about the 2D shapes? Is the objects or shapes having only the two dimensions, means length and breadth. So then they are called as 2D shapes. Then here we will learn about the different 3D shapes. Okay. So it's all about the fifth lesson, understanding elementary shapes. Okay. First let's see the first objective, the measuring line segments. Yes. The first concept is measuring line segments. So we have drawn and we have seen many line segments. So line segment is a fixed portion of a line, right? So AB is a line segment. It is a fixed portion of a line. So it has a unique number that it is calling as the length of the line segment. So the line segment have a unique number. So it is called as the length of the line segment. So we can compare two line segments in different ways. Yes, if we compare the two line segments, we will find out the relationship between the two line segments, right? Yes, let's compare the line segments by different ways. Okay? Yes, the first way to compare the line segments is comparison by observation. So in this method, in this way we can compare the two line segments by observing the two line segments. Okay? Yes, here one of the line segment AB and here there is a line segment CD. Yes, observe these two line segments and can you tell me which line segment is longer? Yes, by observing these two line segments, so we can easily say that the line segment AB is longer than line segment CD, right? Yes, line segment AB is longer than line segment CD. So we can, in these cases, we can easily identify the which line segment is longer. But in the different case, so here there are the two line segments, right? Yes. Then how can you find out which line segment is longer? Yes. So by observing these two, so we cannot say that. So because the two line segments are having a different lengths, but we can't say by observing these two line segments. So in these cases we have to use the second way, that is the comparison by tracing. Then how to compare these two line segments by tracing? So we are using the trace paper for drawing the pictures, right? Yes, here I have taken one of the trace paper. See here, it is the trace paper. So using this paper, so first we have to keep the line segment. So here I have drawn some of the pictures. So what we have to do in your home, first you have to trace any one of the line segment using the trace paper. And see here we can see easily through the trace paper. So we have to trace these lines and we have to keep on the other line segment. So we can say that, so it is longer. So the line segment JK is longer than the line segment MN. Yes, we can say that the line segment JK is longer than the line segment MN. So we can measure the line segment by using the tracing paper. Okay. Then here one of the line segments. How can you compare these two line segments which is longer? So this tracing method is not good for the comparison of this type of line segments. So we have to use the third way, that is comparison by ruler. In the ruler, so on the one side we can see the centimeters up to the 14. I have a 14 centimeter ruler, and on the other side they are given the inches, right? So each centimeter is divided into 10 parts. So each part is called as the millimeter. Then 1 centimeter has 10 millimeter. So we can say that, so 10 millimeter is equals to 1 centimeter. Right? Yes. Then how can you say that 2 millimeter? How can you say that 2 millimeter? Yes, it is the decimal number, 0.2 centimeter. Then what about the 7.8 centimeter? 7.8 centimeter means it is the 7 centimeter and 8 millimeter. Right? Yes. Now you can measure. So we have to keep the 0 beneath the point X, and we have to keep the straight and mark here. Here there is a white point. So 7 after how many millimeters are there here? 7 after 1, 2, 3. So the length of the line segment XY is 7.3 centimeter. It means 7 centimeter, 3 millimeters. Okay. Yes. So here P and Q. Right. So P and Q. So put the ruler under the P point, beneath the P point, and keep it straight. Yes. It is exactly the 7 centimeter. Yes. While we are measuring the line segment using the ruler, so we should, here there is a point. So here there is a measuring point, that is 7.3. So while we are measuring the line segment, so we have to position our eye straight. So we have to position our eye straight. So you don't look like this in this position and also in the other position. So these two are the wrong position of reading the length of a line segment on the ruler. Okay. So to avoid this error, so if you look at these two wrong positions, you will get the point 7.5. So you will get the length of the line segment 7.5. So if you look at this position, you will get the 7.5 length, and if you look at this position, you will get the 7.1 centimeter. So we have to position vertically to read the length of a line segment on the ruler. Okay, yes. So sometimes it will make error. So to avoid this error, so what we have to do is there is one of the geometrical tool, that is the divider. Using the divider, so we can also measure the length of a line segment. Okay, yes. It is the geometrical tool, call it as a divider. So it has two sharp end points. Then how can we measure the line segment using the divider? Yes, see here. So first I will keep the one of the sharp end point of the divider on the point X and the other point on the Y. Okay. Yes. Then without disturbing the divider, so we have to measure. We have to measure here. So here there is a ruler. So I will keep the point, the first one of the point at the 0 and the other point of the divider at the 7.3. Yes, you can see here the length of the line segment is here 7.3. Okay. Yes, here the length of the line segment is 7.3. Compare the other line segment. Here, open the divider and keep one of the sharpened point at the P and at the Q. Okay. Then, without disturbing the divider, just keep here the ruler and measure here. Don't keep upon the ruler. Just we have to keep beside the ruler. You see here, the length of the measurement of the other line segment is 7.2. It has an error by positioning the eye. So it is wrong. The length of the PQ is 7.2 centimeter. Yes, by using the ruler and the divider, we can say that the line segment XY is longer than the PQ. Okay? Yes. Is it clear? Yes. Let's go to solve the exercise 5.1. Let's solve the exercise 5.1. Yes, the first question is, what is the disadvantage in comparing line segments by mere observation? So in this method, the chances of errors due to the improper eye positions are more. So it is the disadvantage to compare the two line segments by the observation method. Yes, right here the answer. Chances of errors means mistakes due to improper viewing or position of eye. Position of eye are more. So it is the disadvantage while comparing the line segments by observation method. Okay, then question, why is it better to use a divider than a ruler while measuring the length of a line segment? If we use the divider, we will get the accurate measurement of the length segment. Okay, so then write the answer here. By using the divider, we get the accurate measurement of a length. Okay? Yes. Let's go to the third question. Yes. The third question is, draw any line segment, say AB or CB? We have to check here. First, draw a line segment AB. Yes, I will draw here line segment AB. It is the line segment AB. And take any point C lying between A and B. So lying between A and B. So here I will take the point C. Okay. Then measure the length of AB, BC, and AC. Is AB is equals to AC plus BC? Yes. First measure here the length of AB. The length of AB is 14. The length of AB is 14. Length of AB is equal to 14 centimeters. Next, BC. Length of BC or CB is, so keep the ruler at the point C, and B is 9.5. Is BC is equal to 9.5 centimeter. Then find the measurement of length of AC. Yes, it is 4.5. Then length of AC is equal to 4.5 centimeter. Then find here AB is equal to AC plus CB. Yes, here AB is equal to AC plus CB or BC. Okay. The length of the line segment AB is 14, which is equal to length of AC is 4.5 plus BC is 9.5. Yes, what is the sum of these two lengths? So 9.5 plus 4.5. So 9.5 plus 5. 9.5 plus 0.5 is 10. 10 plus 4, 14. Yes, the length of AB is equal to the sum of length of AC and CB are equal. Why? Because C is the Why? Because C is lies between the AB line segment. Okay. Then let's go to the fourth question. Yes, the fourth question is, if ABC are 3 points on a line such that AB is equal to 5 cm, BC is equal to 3 cm, and AC is equal to 8 cm. So which one of them lies between the other two? Just you can see here. Simply I will draw here. Here there is one of the line segment. Here point A, here point B. For example, it is 5 cm. Then again it is point C. It is the 3 cm. Yes. The AC is equal to 5 cm. The length of AB is 5 cm. Length of BC is 3 cm. And the length of AC is 8 cm. Then which one of them lies between the other two? So which point is lies between A and C? Is the point B lies between the A and C. Okay. Write your solution. Yes. Answer. Point B lies between A and C. Okay. Is it clear? Yes. Let's go to the fifth question. Yes, the fifth question is, verify whether D is midpoint of line segment AG. So here there is a line segment AG. Yes. Here is the D midpoint of AG. Yes, see here. Here there is 1, 2, 3, 4. Here there is 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. So here there it is the midpoint of AG line segment. Okay, yes. Write the answer here. Answer B is the midpoint of AG line segment. And also you can see here, so the distance between A and D is 4 and the distance between D and G is also 4. Then D is the midpoint of the line segment AG. Okay? Yes. Then the sixth question is, if B is the midpoint of AC and C is the midpoint of BD, when ABCD lie on the straight line, say why AB is equals to CD. Yes, here it is a straight line. First one, AC. For the AC, B is the midpoint, so it is the midpoint B. Then C. Then C is the midpoint of BD, so here B, it is the midpoint C and D. Yes, now you can see here, B is the midpoint of AC and C is the midpoint of BD. Alright? Yes. Now when ABCD is lie on a straight line, then say why AB is equals to CD. So why? Because AB is equals to BC, then BC is equals to CD. Yes. Why we can say that AB is equals to CD? Why? Because B and C are the midpoints of the AC and BD. So we can say that AB is equals to CD. So for example, see here, AB is a 5 centimeter and BC is also a 5 centimeter. Midpoint means it divides the lines into two equal parts. Then CD is also a 5 centimeter. Okay, so we can say that AB is 5 centimeter and then CD is also a 5 centimeter. Okay, so we can say that AB line segment is equals to CD. Okay, and also in the answer we can write, so AB is equals to line segment AB is equals to BC and BC is equals to CD. BC line segment which is equals to line segment CD. Then we can say that so AB is equals to CD. Right? Yes. Let's go to the seventh question. Yes. The seventh question is, draw 5 triangles and measure their sides. Check in each case if the sum of the lengths of any two sides is always less than the third side. Okay, so here first I will draw one of the triangle. Is AB, length of AB is 7 centimeter, length of BC is 7.5 centimeter and the length of AC is 12.5 centimeter. Yes, right here the length of the side AB is 7 centimeter, BC is equals to 7.5 centimeter and the length of the third side is AC which is equals to 12.5 centimeter. So I will add the two sides. So here I will take the side AB plus BC. The sum of the length of two sides is 7 plus 7.5 centimeter which is equals to sum of these two lengths is 14.5 centimeter. Yes, see here what they said here. Check if each case if the sum of the lengths of any two sides is always less than the third side. See here the sum of two sides is 14.5 centimeter but the third side is 12.5 centimeter. So the sum of two sides is greater than the length of the third side. Yes, we can write here therefore AC is less than sum of length of BC AB. Right? Yes. Therefore, we can write sum of length of any two sides of any two sides is greater than third side. Okay, so here I will show one of the example. Then rest of the four triangles you have to draw and measure whether in each case if it is less than the third side or not. Okay, so up to here I have completed the exercise 5.1. In the next class we are going to learn about the angles, that is right or straight. Okay, thank you.